Welcome to Regal Nigeria Limited, where we give you information about some agricultural crops. Today we shall talk about hydrogenation in food processing. Introduction. In food processing industry, hydrogenation is a method used to turn unsaturated fats and oil into saturated ones. This process helps preserve food and food products, as saturated oil are more stable and less reactive. During the hydrogenation process, hydrogen atoms are introduced to unsaturated fats and oil to break their triple and double bonds. When present, these hydrogen atoms encourage these multiple bonds to break and reform as single bonds. Manufacturers favor hydrogenation as a way of preventing oxidation of oil and ensure longer shelf life. Partially hydrogenated vegetable oil are used in the fast food and processed food industries because they impart the desired texture and crispiness to baked and fried foods. Food manufacturers use hydrogenated oil to save money, extend shelf lives, add texture, increase stability during the production of hydrogenated oil. A type of fat called trans fat is made. Partially hydrogenated oil contains trans fat in the final product. Small amounts of trans fats are also found naturally in some food. Partially hydrogenated oil can affect heart health because they increase fat, while fully hydrogenated oil contains very little trans fat, mostly saturated fat, and does not carry the same health risks as trans fat. Fully hydrogenated oil are still allowed in many food factories. Application of hydrogenation in food industry. As mentioned, hydrogenated structures are more stable and less reactive. For this reason, hydrogenation is used by the food industry to preserve food and to create non-perishable food products. Unsaturated oil and fats are liquid at room temperature and are found in many common food products like olive and canola oil, avocados, fish oil, etc. Saturated fats and oil are solids at room temperature, such as coconut oil and margarine. Saturated fats can be found in food such as hot dogs, lamb, pork, and beef products. Hydrogenation process. Hydrogenation reaction require an unsaturated oil, hydrogen molecules, and a metal catalyst. During reactions, individual hydrogen atoms behave just like protons and attract negative charges. Unsaturated oil have electron-rich area, either double or triple bonds. They can easily attract hydrogen protons. A metal catalyst is used to facilitate the transfer of hydrogens to the oil. Metals such as nickel and platinum work well for this process. Before the reaction takes place, hydrogen molecules are introduced to the metal catalyst, causing the molecules to split apart and for the individual atoms to bind to the surface of the catalyst. When the oil is exposed to the metal catalyst, the hydrogen atoms are placed towards the multiple bonds of the oil and cause those bonds to break. As such, the hydrogens form with the oil and begins to saturate the oil. Why avoid hydrogenated oil? Most people avoid using hydrogenated oil because it has been fully altered by industrial process. It is very difficult to spot hydrogenated oil, but there are ways to find and avoid it. They are commonly found in processed foods, margarine, vegetable shortening, packed snacks, baked food, fried food, and coffee creamers. Read food label carefully if you want to find hydrogenated oil. Use vegetable oil for cooking, shortening, and margarine are easy to cook with. but they typically contain hydrogenated oil. But to improve health, you can use sunflower, avocado, and olive oil, because this liquid vegetable oil are the best choice of cardiovascular, as they improve blood glucose, lipids, and decrease inflammation. As they are considered in baking and boiling of food, packed foods or snacks goes in hands with hydrogenated oil, so there is need to decrease the use of packaged food and depend mostly on cooked food.